Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Tyson here at Supreme Golf, and I haven't made a video in a while. Update, I was sick this past week. I was almost hospitalized, but it's that time of year again. We're going to be coming in and getting out into the golf courses. As you can probably hear, geese are still flying north right now. I think they're kind of confused. And I can still see my breath. So it's April 15th here in North Dakota. So we're halfway through April, and there's still snow on the ground. We just got done with a huge snowstorm this past week, and like I said, I was sick earlier this week, and I think probably for about 4 total days, I probably got about 50 plus hours of sleep. But so I'm wide awake now. Great medication, to say the least. But I just want to go over my picks, my NHL Stanley Cup Finals picks. So real quick, I'll just try and make it as fast as we can. So Nashville Predators versus Colorado Avalanche. I'm gonna have to go Nashville. Winnipeg versus Minnesota. That's kind of a hard one. I used to go to Winnipeg Jets games as a kid, and I used to live in Minnesota, just southwest of the cities, back in 2006, 7, 8, in that area. So that's kind of a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go Winnipeg Jets on that. Next up after that, we got Las Vegas Golden Knights or Las Vegas Knights versus the LA Kings. Las Vegas has just been on fire all season, so I'm gonna have to go Las Vegas. And then last on the West Coast, we got the Anaheim Mighty Ducks versus San Jose Sharks. That's kind of a hard one because San Jose's been pretty good in the past couple of years, but Anaheim Ducks are just like, I know last year, the past couple of years they've been pouring it on, and they kind of remind me of kind of like a real gritty. They kind of remind me of last year's Nashville, but I'm gonna have to go Anaheim Ducks on that. And then over on the East Coast, we got Tampa Bay Lightning versus the New Jersey Devils. Tampa Bay's in the finals every year. New Jersey hasn't had like a solid chance in about 4 or 5 years, so I'm gonna have to go Tampa Bay. We got my team, Boston Bruins versus Toronto Maple Leafs. Given Toronto's record for the past 25 years, I'm gonna have to go Boston Bruins. All right, Washington Capitals versus Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know. I'd really like to see Ovechkin win a Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be with the Capitals. He's been in the league now like 15 years almost. I don't know when his contract is up, but he's definitely going to have to move to a team like, say, Las Vegas, Anaheim, Boston. But I'm going to go Washington Caps on that pick. All right, and last but not least, Pittsburgh Penguins versus Philadelphia Flyers. I hate the Penguins, but I mean, what can you do? You got that 1-2 punch with Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin versus Philadelphia. Gotta go to Pittsburgh. First round, you gotta go Pittsburgh. Second round, we got Nashville versus Winnipeg. Nashville went deep in the playoffs last year, but I think this is Winnipeg's year. I think they got it together, so I'm going to take Winnipeg in round 2. Las Vegas versus Anaheim. I think Las Vegas just has too much going for them right now, and I don't think I don't think there's too many people out there that can stop them. So I'm going to go Las Vegas. And in the East Coast, we got Tampa Bay versus Boston. And Boston Bruins is my team, but I mean, I'm going to have to go Boston Bruins on that one. I mean, that's easy, you know. I got to show my loyalty. And then Washington Capitals versus Pittsburgh. As I said, I'd like to see Ovechkin win a Stanley Cup, but I don't think it's going to be the year this year. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh in that matchup. And then conference finals, we got I got Winnipeg versus Las Vegas, which is a hard matchup because, like I said, I went to Winnipeg Jets games as a kid, and Las Vegas Knights just back in, was it like February 20th or early March? I think like March 2nd or something. The Las Vegas Knights just recently drafted a kid that's from my home community back in Canada. His name's number 2, Zach Whitecloud. So I'm going to have to pull for the hometown crowd, and I'm going to go Las Vegas over Winnipeg. That cuts me deeply. Alright, in the Eastern Conference, we got Boston Bruins versus Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, that's a pretty hard matchup, but yeah, man, that could go either way. But I mean, like I said, my team is Boston Bruins, so I'm gonna have to go Boston Bruins on that pick. It might go either way. You just never know with Pittsburgh. So I got Las Vegas and Pittsburgh, or not Las Vegas and Pittsburgh, Las Vegas and Boston in the Stanley Cup. In the Stanley Cup final, like the final Stanley Cup final. And I think out of this matchup, you know, Las Vegas is a new team. I'm pretty sure they got some experienced players, but Boston's just been in the finals, Stanley Cup finals, like every year now since, like, you know, they won it in 2011. They almost won it again in 2013. Chicago. I hate Chicago. At least they're not in the playoffs this year. But I'm gonna have to go Boston this year. I'm gonna have to go Boston. I think they're due. I think they're due for another Stanley Cup. So that's your Stanley Cup picks here at Supreme Golf. This is Tyson. Peace out.